Well, doctors can be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be that way. And now more than ever, it can be pretty stressful to talk to your doctor about health in an environment where politics and pressures seem to influence healthcare.
A lot of doctors don't even realize how intimidating they are while you feel rushed through your scheduled appointment time. So the question is, how can you make the most of that time and visit? Dr. Ken Redcross is back, author of Bond, the Four Cornerstones of a Lasting and Caring Relationship with Your Doctor. Nice to see you, and such an important thing to be talking about, especially as we start off the new year.
You know, it really is. You know, we talk about, like you mentioned, the politics of this sort of thing. And one thing unites all of us. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle we're on. Guess what, guys? We're all going to be patient. So let's make sure that bond is perfect.
You're so right. So why do you think there is mistrust between doctors and patients?
You know, so much has changed in healthcare, guys. You're starting to see that it's really focused more on volume than value when the docs and internists are seeing 30 or 40 people a day instead of focusing on the four important things: trust, respect, empathy, and communication, and make sure that that bond is perfect.
Well, that's for sure. Everybody's had that feeling of sitting in the waiting room.
Yeah,
You just
of
feel like
course.
it's a cattle
Oh, yeah.
call kind of, right? Why is it important, though, to have a lasting and caring relationship with your doctor, and is it possible?
You know, it is possible, everyone, but I want everyone out there listening and watching to focus on three important things, because your doctor's visit needs to be an active thing. It's not just, oh, I have my doctor's appointment and you run out of there. You need to focus on three things. I want to make sure that you are making a list, because you have to go in there, just like you go to the grocery store, you go there because you want certain things done. And you want the same thing during a visit. The other thing is, when you're there with your doctor, you have to repeat the information. It had a very interesting study that showed that when you leave your doctor's office, you forget 80% of what you've already heard. And guess what? The 20% that you do remember, half of it is wrong. So you need to make sure that you are listening. And last but not least, you have to ask questions. Once again, it's active, and you need to make sure that you're understanding what it is that we're talking about, if we're not using too big of words and that sort of thing.
Oh, it's so true. Well, a lot of people might hide things from their doctors that they're embarrassed about, or they only kind of give the half truths depending on what it is. So if someone is worried about being judged, what is a safe way to share something kind of intimate or embarrassing with your doctor?
You know, I always joke around, Tamsin, and I say there's something that's really important. You have to be honest with two people, with your doctor and your priest.
Yeah.
It's important to make sure, okay? And the other thing, the other difficult discussions that you have are about supplements. You know, I'm a Western-trained doctor over here in Columbia Presbyterian, not far from you guys. But there's also a natural way of healing.
Yeah.
So you have to have a relationship with your supplement company. I love Healthy Directions, but whatever your place is where you can trust, make sure you're doing that. And also that kind of controversial V word, vaccines, you got to have a good doctor-patient bond in order to have those discussions, and make sure you come clean with your doctor at all times.
Yeah, well, that's great advice. Absolutely. Go in with that list. How many times have I gone into the doctor and I said, I want to ask him about my elbow, and I get out there and I didn't ask him, but yeah.
And
So,
you're
yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
good luck getting another appointment. So, yes, that was wonderful information, Dr. Redcross. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. Thank you very much, and everyone stay healthy and whole out there.
Yes, for sure. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you back soon, I'm sure. All right. For more information on building out a stronger relationship with a doctor, or to buy Dr. Redcross's book, go to his website. Follow him on Instagram at Dr. Ken Redcross. Always good information, right?
Yeah, no doubt.